Hey guys, Urban Reddit here. This is r/entitled parents, where a entitled woman thinks it's okay to barge into somebody's apartment and call them a liar. Anyway, I have 3 stories for you today, so let's get right into it, shall we? This one's called Woman Barges into My Apartment and Calls Me a Liar. She had the wrong house. Boy, do I have a good one for you guys tonight. This just happened an hour or 2 ago. Let's meet the cast. Me, you know who? Rue, Rabbit Erratic Wench, Rude Entitled Woman, and Quiet Kid. So I was at home just doing laundry and washing some dishes when I hear the bell go off, and I proceeded to dry my hands to go down and answer the door. I live on the top floor and I actually have to walk down 2 sets of stairs, one in my place and one in the main lobby where there is another neighbour living right next door to me. Anyway, let's continue. As I'm drying my hands, the bell happens to go off 2 more times. I basically had to rush down while trying to put on some sweatpants. I had pyjama shorts on, but I don't like answering the door in my shorts, so yeah. I finally get to the door, and as I'm opening it, there is this woman with the most angry scowl on her face and the son behind her. Looked about 15, and she pushes the door a little too hard, which then slams the door into my foot, and I let out a natural ouch. You know what? Here's how the conversation went. Oh, stop being a child. I didn't even touch you. But you pushed the door into my foot. I was still opening it. Have some patience. Anyway, where the F is Vanessa? Vanessa? There's no Vanessa that lives here. She cuts me off. Don't lie. I know Vanessa lives here. Now please go and get her for me. Are you sure you have the right address? There's only me and my boyfriend in the flat, and a neighbour, let's call her Maggie, in the next one. Try up the street a bit. Look, I don't care who the F lives here, but just get Vanessa now or I'll have you thrown out of this building. I know the landlady. She tries to push me out the way and makes her way inside my building. Keep in mind that I am 5'2", so I'm a very small woman. I have no upper body strength or overall strength. She was pretty strong, so it had a bit of a challenge to keep her from barging in. She then succeeds in getting inside while dragging her son behind her and walks upstairs and basically just barges into my apartment. My boyfriend saw the whole commotion and was confused, so I was explaining to him while this wench was still looking around for this so-called Vanessa, who supposedly lives here, and we have finally managed to talk her down after he threatened to call the police. My boyfriend's on the police speed dial ready to go. She suddenly had this look of fear on her face as soon as the police were mentioned. We asked her what address she was looking for, and it managed the address on the door, and we basically had to let her see one of our letters that had the address on it, as she was demanding to see it or she wasn't going to leave. So I basically got annoyed at this point and fetched a letter to show her. She sees me coming back with the letter in hand and tries to grab it from me, but I pulled my hand back and said, no, this is how it's going to go. I'll show you the letter to prove that you have the wrong address, and then you'll be on your effing weight, lady. She literally gives me the highly offended look as if I had just killed her freaking cat. But she had it coming, so anyway, I showed her and she went red in the face, started stuttering and trying to apologise, but I just didn't care at this point, so I told her to shove her apology. I also told her that the numbers of the address were on the front door downstairs, which she must have missed when she wanted to leave, so I let her, but I followed her downstairs to show her the numbers on the door, and I said, so you see, maybe you need to go back to school and learn to read next time. Then I told her a few choice words, which I'm going to keep discreet, and I told her that if she ever pulled a stunt like that again, I will notify the police. She then scattered off into the distance. Oh, how dare you say this isn't the right address? I know better. Well, seems she doesn't know better. How can she call somebody a liar because she got the wrong address? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This one is called Entitled Parent Tries to Buy My Switch for $20. It is a bit of a short one, so let's get right into it, shall we? I'm a massive Nintendo nerd. I got my Switch for Christmas and it's the best console ever. I have a few games, Smash and Mario being my favourite. Anyway, let's get to the Entitled Parent, which we shall call Hunter or H for my odd-salt fans. Okay, H is Hunter, and so that's it, folks. So I'm in the store playing some Smash, and H comes up to me. Hi, my son wants a Switch and you have one. Can I buy yours off you? Now, I've never saw my Switch, so I just said, sorry, I just got it and it's not for sale. Oh, come on, I'll give you $20. First of all, the Switch is 300 plus. My digital game's probably worth 375 plus. Okay, what if I bought your Switch for 20 without any game cards? Wait, you wanted my game cards too? That would at least be $4.50, plus my Switch's collector's edition, Smash Ultimate, so no. You're an adult, and not near an adult. What do you need a Nintendo for? Just accept my generous offer. Me, wise ass mode engaged. Oh, you know what? GameStop is doing a promotion on the entire store for $50. Try that, idiot. After that, I just walk away briskly, hoping to avoid him trying to steal it. Edit 1. No big fight scene, no cops or court. Nothing big happened, just a miracle. Edit 2. I'm so shocked. Thanks for all the upvotes. Well, guys, another entitled parent tries to buy a Switch for literally next to nothing, knowing damn well how much one will cost from the shop. I read a few stories like this. It's not a bad story. Little short. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. This one's called Entitled Mother Tries to Force My Dog into Cuddling with Her Kid. Number 1. Mobile. English is not my first language. Again, heard that one before. Some context before getting into the story. I got my dog a few years back from the shelter. She is very lovely and affectionate to people she knows, but very distrusting and distant when it comes to strangers. If a kid comes up asking me if they can pet her, I have to explain to them how to approach her and encourage her to do the same. Only after this will she let them touch her for a bit, but going back to minding her own business. If anyone comes up to her without me approving it, she will try to run away. On to the story. We were just coming back home from a long walk through a crowded street. Since it's crowded, and my dog is small, she just paddled right behind me to avoid getting too close to strangers. Suddenly, she runs up in front of me with her tail hidden and starts pulling on the leash. I take my earphones off and hear a kid screeching "doggo." While running up to us, she immediately tries to pet her, all the while screaming how cute it is and whatnot. I stop in between them to order to stop her from scaring my dog even more, and politely try to explain her the deal. Hey, don't do that. She isn't accustomed to people approaching her like that. The kid stops and gives me a confused look and turns to her mother. I assume she gave her mother some I'm about to cry look, considering her mother just glanced at her, then at me, dropping her jaw in the process before angrily stamping up to me. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing? My child just wants to pet her. Why are you making a fuss over it? Well, my dog is scared and cuts me off. Well, that's why, that way she can learn not to be afraid of dogs, and you're just trying to undermine that process. That's not what you teach your kids to be afraid of. Cuts me off again. Don't tell me how to teach my kids, you stupid selfish brat. Your dog gets cuddles and my kid won't be scared of dogs. What's the deal with you? Meanwhile, my dog is running in circles around me, trying to escape the hands of a crazy entitled kid who is still trying to pet her. At the moment, she catches her tail in an attempt to pull her closer. She will cuddle her. My dog whines and starts jerking off, but this little wench won't take it, seeing how not even the most obvious discomfort to my dog has shown won't stop her. I stop dealing with entitled parents' questions and straight out slap the kid. Oh, damn. She immediately lets my dog do. I lift her up. She immediately lets my dog go. Sorry about that. He's actually put a different word in. I lift her up and look back for a second, and boy, were they both shocked. It seemed this kid has never been slapped in her life, and the mother was about to go grizzly. I decided to run for it. There's no point in any further interaction in this. I've been following this up for long enough to know this. And we've already started getting strange looks from passerbys. As I am running, I hear her screaming at me with all kinds of horrendous bullcrap, with her kid wailing in the background. She attempted to run for me, but her railing kid decided to sit on the ground and cry, which is where she had to take care of first. Luckily, we quickly got lost in the crowd. Now that I think about it, I should have slapped the mother, but the whole deal happened in a matter of seconds, and I had no time to properly react. I kind of feel bad for slapping the kid though. She simply don't know, that's all. How dare you slap my kid just because she wanted to pet your dog? Now let her pet and adore your dog. Oh God, some people. There's a reason that, you should ask a person to pet the dog before you actually go up and do it. If you don't, then you're either going to get bit or you're going to do something to the dog. Anyway guys, that's all the time I got for now. If you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like. If you'd like to see more, then don't forget to subscribe. But until then, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye bye.